These are NBA revenge moments. And at number 20, one single dunk puts a 24-year-old rookie on the map.
One more bucket or one more stop. Trayce Jackson-Davis. Oh! He put the entire country of France in the basket. Take that 8-foot wingspan with you.
Yo, did you just catch that reaction? These dudes are literally tweaking. And once Wemby realized what happened, he had to get this man back.
And the Lakers are number 9 coming in here tonight. Victor! Taking under control himself.
But we are just getting started, because up next, JaVale McGee decides to baptize a man.
7 on the shot clock for the Nuggets. McGee! Oh! What a slam!
Only by the end, they both need towels.
The leading scorer during the season.
Sheesh, Andrew Bogut was pissed, but Anthony Davis was even more livid, because moments after humiliation, he did this.
Get it in. They will.
Yet, up next, it's time for Kobe Bryant to get his humble pie.
That post-entry pass is just too soft and out of his wheelhouse. McGrady, what a move. He's able to...
And you know that didn't go over with Kobe, so my man had to return the favor.
Kobe!
Yo, the poster and the flex, Kobe always gets his. Oh, but I forgot to add, the job wasn't finished, because now these dudes were both out to get each other. And the only way to settle their beef was a 1v1 showdown.
So you have told a story about the two of you on a trip to Germany.
Yes.
Where y'all played one-on-one supposedly in a
Yes.
gym, and according to you, you won.
Peace. We didn't play one-on-one.
First of all, did you go to Germany?
We did play one-on-one.
We wasn't keeping score. What we were doing,
Who wasn't keeping score?
Cole, what we were doing, we were working on our footwork on the post. We were working out individually, and then we were working on our stuff on the post. We wasn't keeping score. We was playing.
Now, if somebody's playing a workout, and if the person scores, they keep the ball, what is that?
We wasn't keeping score.
However, it appears Steph Curry has been taking notes. See, Jaylen Brown thought he could pick a battle with Curry. Here's how it started.
Curry playing with the 4 fouls.
Well, they're going to go at him, too. Sure they are.
5. Count it for Brown.
But JB failed to realize one thing. This is what Curry wanted. It was the third quarter, and Curry had been waiting all game for someone to tick him off. And now that he got what he wanted, my man went into takeover mode.
Maybe they'll get a 3 out of it. Curry 3. Beginning of a 3-game homestand. 9 of 10 will be here. Curry long 3.
And you got to be up on the screen.
Curry step back triple. Curry down the lane. Timeout Celtics. No. Paul gathers it in. Pocket 3. Curry 3.
Oh, there's the meme.
Steph isn't just calling game, he's clapping back at his ops. But this wouldn't be the only time.
And now, trapped in the corner, they got Brooks working on Curry and Chet stepping back away. Nice defense by Brooks. And Brooks with the look right at Stephen Curry.
Brooks is on him now. This is the screens to get Brooks off of him. Oh, he crossed him over. Let Brooks fly by. Oh, no. Oh, Steph Curry.
He did him dirty.
Man, the babyface assassin is out here snatching soul. Meanwhile, Kendrick Perkins is doing much more than snatching soul.
Spoelstra wants to know why he didn't get a whistle on that end. Nice passing from Ibaka to Perkins, who gets tied up inside. And he's trying to come down. Wade was underneath him. Wade with a long look back. And Kendrick Perkins continued. Look at that.
How this man gonna hit the dunk and kick an NBA legend? And the look on Wade's face said it all, because he immediately knew what this meant. War.
Blindsided from the right corner for 2 dunks for Durant.
Oh, Wade, what a play!
The dunk alone was cold, but the revenge factor just makes it that much more colder. But it wasn't a coincidence either, because Wade had a chance to clear the air, and it didn't disappoint.
He like kicked his legs and like kicked me in the back of the head and everything.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I was looking at him like, all right, bro. So when they came to Miami, I was going for him.
This dude is a 3-time NBA champion, a Finals MVP, and Kendrick's daddy. But that's nothing compared to having an extraterrestrial daddy.
Ja to start the game. Ja puts the crossover on Wemby, and Wemby.
Not gonna lie, this dude's got an 8-foot wingspan. Should we really be surprised? Well, Ja Morant clearly wasn't feeling it.
Spurs to 1 field goal attempt.
Ja again, knocks it Wemby, sent it in. Crowd goes crazy, and why not?
Something tells me this beef is just getting started. And while I can't see how the saga continues, I can wait to see our 13th moment. See, when the Nets and Knicks face off, you know it's gonna get real. These teams hate each other's guts. And once Kyrie joined the Nets, the hatred was about to get even stronger.
11 for Brooklyn. Irving, oh, he goes Splitsville! And ends up on the ground with the ball. It's called a jump ball, and now the Knicks and Nets get into it. Taurean Prince gets in there. Bobby Portis upset. The officials try to play peacemaker.
This wasn't just a regulation game anymore. This was personal, and fans instantly knew this was gonna become a classic. But what they didn't realize was that one player was about to call game.
26 seconds to play. Nets are down by 1. Irving, step back 3. Oh! Kyrie Irving buries it for the lead.
When there was a score to be settled, Uncle Drew taught these youngins a lesson. But up next, Shaq also has a score to be settled. See, it didn't take long for Shaq to make a splash. In his first season, he finished top 10 in MVP voting. And by his third season, he was already averaging more than 29 points per game. Fans were loving it, but the centers were not, especially David Robinson and Hakeem Olajuwon.
He likes the attention. He likes to play the media game, and that's great.
I agree with David. You know, attention is enough for everybody. We have enough attention, but it's supposed to be fun. We're here to win.
Not gonna lie, these dudes were professional haters. And yet, once Shaq heard what was being said, he knew it was gonna go down.
I'm coming to get you guys today. Watch out.
Little did they know, he wasn't messing around.
A steal.
Back to him.
Yes, Shaquille.
Back to him. Way to set him up, Scottie Pippen.
And once Shaq got Hakeem, Robinson thought he was in the clear. Yet, Shaq never forgot. And 2 years later, he had something even better in store.
Hill delivering to...
Wow, the Big Diesel just humiliated these fools. However, that's not even one of our top 10 moments, because it's about to get a whole lot more personal.
Been devastating from the first half on. Pass broken up. Fournier tells Durant that there was a push involved, and they have some words. Talking a little bit trash.
Evan Fournier clearly had something to say, and KD would have said more if he had his burners. Instead, he had to settle for this.
Brooklyn raises up over him and knocks it home. It's nothing but net.
Did he just pinch his fingers as if to say, like, you're tiny?
This close. You came this close.
All right, KD got my bro back. But seriously, this dude is 6'7". How you gonna call my man too small?
You said something to him, then he went and called you small or whatever.
Yeah.
Did he say, everyone online said that he said it in French. Was that true or?
No, that's cap.
No?
No, that's cap. He said you too tiny. That's what he said.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yet Fournier wasn't the only one to take things in stride. My man Paul George also has a good sense of humor. Just not everyone enjoys it.
When he takes 10 or more free throws in a game, he averages 29.5 points and shoots nearly 50%. And I mean, I'll tell you what, you want to talk about a way to make a guy look bad? He's making Kelly Oubre look really bad right now.
PG was trying to emote, but Kelly Oubre wasn't having it. Almost 2 years had passed since then, but Oubre wouldn't be denied his revenge. He hit my man with something deadly.
Oubre calling for it, gets it, and it goes up with a thunderous left hand over the top of Paul George.
Yo, that ain't PG. And since PG-13 knew he had been got, he had to give bro props.
He got
you back.
He did. He did. And I was in my feelings, like,
yeah,
because you know, the young guys, they talk a lot of crap.
They do talk.
And I get it. Hindsight, I was that kid as well that wanted to challenge the guys I grew up playing against. Like, I took it personal when we matched up. So when he did that and he get to chirping and he dunked on me, and I was like, fuck. At that point, it's personal. Like, I got to get it back.
Now, Paul George and Kelly Oubre could have just ended their beef right then and there. They both had gotten their laughs. It was a win-win. Only this season, Oubre decided to go on his villain arc. Because this man isn't just calling refs names, but he also reopened a long-lost beef.
Head to George. Blocked by Oubre. Wow!
Maybe he thinks that Oubre is going to give up, but he doesn't. The block from behind.
Man, that would have never happened against Indiana, Paul George. But unlike PG, Michael Jordan doesn't let anyone get the last laugh. It was March 19th, 1993, and the Bulls were going against the poor Wizards. The Wizards never should have had a chance, but that was until LaBradford Smith.
From the field, LaBradford Smith left wing drains it. Smith just won a hit from there a second ago. LaBradford Smith from 22 nailed it. But now, LaBradford Smith, a little room now. He hits down, baseline. Smith has hit every
37 points, 15 for 20 from the field. I expected that from MJ, not some second-year man out of Louisville. Meanwhile, Michael was a brick all night long, making only 9 of his 27 shots. That's when MJ took things personally.
Oh, I hate him. And yeah, he carries even to this day.
He said that Bradford Smith walking out of the gym had said, "Nice game, Mike." And you knew that this wasn't going to go down well.
A few nights later, the Wizards and the Bulls would meet again, only this time, it would be a completely different result.
Jordan down low. Out and guarding LeBradford. Jordan. Game 21 of the two-game series. Jordan. Jordan picked up by Jones. MJ. The back door. To Michael. Bradford Smith. Michael takes it on the turnaround.
This dude had the best basketball game of his career, just to get absolutely humiliated in front of thousands. But I'll tell you what's worse, hitting a pose after fighting your op.
PJ Washington has gone full, wrestling villain here. Love it.
PJ Washington must have thought he was tough, but that was only because he was up. So when the two teams played again 2 days later, he should have known what was coming up next.
Box back to George. Punch it in. Paul George can't miss.
All of a sudden, this bro ain't looking so tough no more. Yet Luka Doncic is a different story. He's the future face of the NBA, and he's top 500 in Overwatch too. That's the definition of tough. But the Sacramento Kings must have missed the memo, because in 2018, the Kings literally had the perfect opportunity to draft Luka. After the Suns selected DeAndre Ayton first overall, many assumed Luka would be next. The Kings had just hired Igor Kokoshkov as their new head coach, and it just so happened that Igor had led Slovenia to the championship in Eurobasket. It also just happened that Luka Doncic was the star of his team, so opting for Luka Magic seemed like a no-brainer. However, Vlade Divac decided to pull a Uno reverse.
With the second pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Marvin Bagley III from Duke University.
That's right, the Kings had just passed up Luka Doncic for Marvin Bagley? Bro's got some explaining to do.
What went into the decision to not draft Luka Doncic and to go with Bagley at that number 2 spot?
Marvin's for us, better fit, better player, and great talent. So it was an easy choice for us.
Yeah, bro, this didn't age well, and Luka had to let the Kings know too. This season, the two teams were fighting for playoff seeding when Luka had a chance to cement the win, and that's when he had a message for Vlade Divac.
Has to make this one. And he does.
Could you imagine De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis paired with Luka Doncic? That would have been lethal. But as Kanye says, I guess we'll never know. Just like you also don't know what's in store for our final 5 moments. Like, did you know that the most disrespectful dunk in NBA history was all because of cold-blooded revenge? See, in 1992, the Seattle Supersonics and the Golden State Warriors were at war. And in Game 2, the Warriors were winning the war. And Kemp was so frustrated, he started throwing fists. And in Game 4, Lister had a chance to get under Kemp's skin again. But instead, one of the greatest dunks ever was born.
Cross-court, Kemp's got it right up into the line. Slam! Tomahawk jam! Yeah, baby! Into Lister's face!
The dunk, the point, and the revenge. My man was taking no prisoners. But what if I told you that there was an even better play, only there remains no video evidence? That's because the summer of 1992 was special. You got Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, and the entire Dream Team. And these guys were training to win gold when Coach Chuck Daly had them scrimmage against each other. Now, at the time, it wasn't a question. It was Magic's NBA, and everyone else was just living in it. But that wasn't enough. Magic wanted to remind MJ that it was his league.
Timeout. So Michael walking back. I don't usually talk trash, but I had to that time. So I said, Michael, if you don't turn into Air Jordan, we gonna blow y'all out.
That's when a wide-eyed Michael Jordan turned into a man possessed.
That tongue went long. You know when that tongue come out.
It's over. It's a problem.
He about to do something. Boy, that dude came out that timeout. He scored about 4 straight threes. Ooh.
In a matter of minutes, MJ had flipped the entire NBA on his head.
Fall-away jumper, good.
He never liked to lose. As much as it was 5-on-5, we could see in Monte Carlo that it was Michael and Magic.
But he wasn't finished. Soon, MJ would put together the greatest play never recorded.
This is the greatest shot I've seen. He came down the right side, took off. David Robinson took off, and he said, okay, I'm gonna just sit here in the air. Because I know David Robinson is gonna go down. So David Robinson went to the ground, he 360, tongue moving, and dunked it.
In a practice game.
In a practice game.
There was a new sheriff in town, and his name was Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Larry and I were talking, and Michael walks in, and he says, "It's a new sheriff in town." And we both hit each other like, well, he's not lying.
All right, Michael Jordan's revenge stories never get old, but Kobe's revenge stories might give his idol a run for his money. It was the 2008 Beijing Olympics, and WNBA star Sue Bird got a rare glimpse of Kobe Bryant up close and personal. Only Kobe wasn't in a good mood, because the Lakers were coming off an NBA Finals loss, and Kobe wanted nothing more than a do-over. But instead of forgetting about it, the opposite happened. Bird, Kobe, and some other players were hanging out all night when all of a sudden, Kobe spotted a newspaper in the room. That's when things got extremely tense.
We were just like playing cards, hanging out, drinking some wine, just kicking it, you know. And he like saw this newspaper and he saw a picture. It was like something about the Lakers series and blah, blah, blah. And it was a picture of Paul Pierce like celebrating. And he literally like, he didn't say a word. He didn't say anything, but we saw him like take the paper. He started cutting out the Paul Pierce picture. He like folded it up and he put it in his pocket. And he was like, motivation.
The offseason was just beginning, and the Mamba mentality was already in full effect. And this mentally paid off, because in 2009, the Lakers went from runners-up to world champs.
In terms of defenders, Bryant hits a three to Los Angeles. Kobe Bryant and the finish. Bryant looking double team, gets it to go. Bryant knocks it down. Three streak. Bryant's jump shot. It's good. Bryant fires a three, puts it in. Ready to celebrate a championship. There's the final seconds. As the buzzer sounds, it's official. The Lakers are NBA champions once again. LA wins the 2009 NBA title.
But the 2010 season would taste even sweeter, because this time, Kobe got exactly what he wanted. Lakers versus Celtics in the NBA Finals. And this time, it wouldn't be easy for anyone. Yet, in Game 7, one team finally started to emerge.
The first quarter lead. As Bryant, Action Jackson II gonna find offense right now.
Bryant on the pull-up, puts it in. Gasol kicks it out to Odom. Odom throws it ahead. The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles. The LA Lakers, the 2010 NBA champions.
Kobe got his wish, and he delivered. But this next moment is more than just one team versus another. It's an all-out showdown between the league's biggest instigator and the guy Lakers fans refer to as Hillbilly Kobe. But this beef wouldn't have even started if it wasn't for Pat Beverly attacking my glorious king.
Take the Lakers out of the playoffs, he said.
He said he's too small. He didn't say LeBron James. He's too small. Oh my goodness.
Patrick Beverley, man.
Hey, at least someone has the nerve to give LeBron the smoke, but Austin Reeves wasn't about to let his teammates suffer. So when the two teams had a chance to run it back, Reeves had a major trick up his sleeves.
Yeah, and AD actually knows it. There's a lean in by Reeves. Oh, and he does the too small. Oh, revenge is sweet.
This dude's the ultimate team player, and D'Lo could take notes. Yet Pat Bev didn't see it that way. So the next time the Bulls and Lakers faced off, Bev made sure to put on a show. And get this, 4 threes. My man was going all out, and it was all because of one person.
I didn't want to guard anyone else but Austin Reeves last night. I got him all game long. How dare you come in Chicago, in my hood, and hit me with the too little. And don't think that I'm gonna come for your neck. It's cool. He gonna feel wrath from now on. I'm picking his ass up 94 feet.
Dang, Patrick Beverley just put my man on blast for the entire world to see. But with only one moment remaining, we gotta talk about my man LeBron. See, in 2011, expectations were sky high after LeBron told the entire world he was going to Miami.
But we also know you three kings came down here to win championships. Not one, championships.
Not two.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
But once the Heat made the playoffs, the world got to see a completely different side of LeBron. Heading into Game 4 of the NBA Finals, the Miami Heat had the Mavericks right where they wanted them, meaning a win in Game 4 would pretty much put the series to bed. But instead of putting the Mavericks to bed, LeBron decided to wet the bed.
Rips through. Tough shot. And they've also forced 3 turnovers. That's 11 extra possessions. He hasn't had any clean looks or any space since that start. To squeeze one off. James lets it go. Gonna run pick and roll. Be more aggressive. Make something happen.
In the biggest game of this man's career, he scored 8 points on 3 for 11 shooting. And once that happened, LeBron lost all his confidence. Heck, bro even had D Wade pissed.
And you will see a clip where I'm cursing LeBron out. I'm in his ear, I'm talking to him. But that probably wasn't the way I should have done it. Or maybe I should have done something else.
LeBron went from averaging over 25 in the regular season to 17 points in the NBA Finals. And the worst part of it all, it cost them the championship.
For the first time in franchise history, the Dallas Mavericks have won the NBA championship. Congratulations.
For reference, LeBron James was the greatest player on the planet up until the finals. This shouldn't make sense, and LeBron knows this more than anyone.
That shit burns me to this day. So I always talk about the best teacher in life is experience, so I've experienced a lot. So that's what prompted me to be who I am today, is being able to have those experiences.
But all this failure, it only pushed LeBron more. So that offseason, LeBron worked harder than he had ever had before. This dude was putting blood, sweat, and tears into every workout. And it was all because this man wanted to prove the doubters wrong and show everyone he wasn't a choker. Sure enough, LeBron got that opportunity. And this time, well, roll the tapes.
By James, and throws it down.
James drives, throws down the dunk, plus the foul.
Pick up the slack. James attacks. James drives past to the head fake, puts it up, banks it in. He's on the drive, on the pull-up, bang shot. Tries a 3. Bang!
Yup, this dude was on a mission. And it became evidently clear he wasn't gonna stop until this happened.
On the break, and the finish. James drives right at Ibaka. Count it, and a foul. Back on James. Quick spin, drive right at Perkins, and banks it in. Throws it to James down the lane. Layup, banks it in. He's going to get a nice big contract somewhere. You'd expect it to be in Oklahoma City as James finishing it off. What a difference a year makes. The Miami Heat are once again NBA champions. LeBron James captures that elusive title he so desperately coveted.
It took him nearly a decade, but LeBron was finally able to get his ring. And just as important, my man exorcised the demons of 2011. But if you want to exorcise your demons, then you know what you got to do. You got to click the video on the screen.